Hey, yeah, how's it going? It's your old pal Captain Benteen here. Um, well, I just wanted to take a second out on this little format here and unpack Slade in Flame. Yeah. All right. So, for those of you who actually know anything about this movie, well, let's kind of go back on that for a few minutes. If you've known me personally for any length of time, you probably have gotten wind of the fact that I fucking love Slade. Yeah, absolutely. Just as far as the glam sweepstakes, they may not have been the geniuses that Bowie were, or they may not have been as amazing as, say, T Rex or Mott the Hoople, but I'm a big fan of Slade. Big fan of Slade. Sweet also, but Slade have a special place in my heart, and I love those records, love those songs, and just a band that kicked much ass. Uh, in 1975, they appeared in their first feature film, which their manager Chaz Chandler, who previously played bass for the Animals and managed Jimi Hendrix, told them, "Well, every major band needs to have their movie out. They need to do a movie." So they made this movie, and kind of as the process went on, I think that some people in and around the band, particularly lead guitarist Dave Hill, kind of said, "This is a bad idea. We should not release this. This will completely rip the you know rip the mystique off the band and show everybody, basically, the image is laid bare. They're gonna see, just all the steaming guts of it and whatnot." Not exactly how he put it. It's just my own hyperbole, but it went anyway and it happened anyway. It was horribly received, panned by critics, ignored by audiences, and it alienated their fans. Now, when Slade put this thing out in 1975, they were kind of starting to go on the decline as far as record sales and hits and whatnot. But for what they wound up doing, it's a bold ass move. These guys, you need to remember, if you have knowledge of who this band were, these guys were like new kids on the block with whiskey. It's pretty much what they were. They were big, as homely a bunch of mugs as they may have been. I mean, they were a big deal. They were teeny bop idols. They were stars, and they made possibly the movie that would hurt that the most. This thing, it's, if you get to see it, if you can find it anywhere, ugly ass movie. Dour, downbeat, depressing movie. Great performances, great music. Just wrote the entire soundtrack to the thing, and it kicked ass. Just great tunes. How does it feel? Far, far away. Them kind of monkeys don't swing. It's great tunes. Um, but Slade all actually do a really good job portraying this band that was probably, this band out of the, kind of middle area of England and whatnot. Just working class guys working in factories and whatnot, and suddenly they're in this band, and where they go as a band, and it ain't pretty. But it kind of rips the lid off the music business and shows you all the. Hope nobody died. And it shows you all the nasty kind of backstabbing, kind of treacherous business aspects of the music business, especially as it flew in Britain. A lot of these managers were just cutthroat thugs and gangsters, and there are plenty of stories that will kind of bear that out. And you see a lot of that here in this movie, and just kind of follow this band up from the steel mills and whatnot into just this very disillusioning kind of process of just becoming somewhat famous, and eventually the whole thing just becomes kind of this very painful process. And like the band, like I said, are very, very good with this very naturalistic script and naturalistic dialogue, just playing this very gritty, real life story that does not have the happy Hollywood ending. And it's no fun, kiddies, but Slade and Flame, Uncle Chuck recommends that one a lot. Check it out.